It's week 2 of the 2024 season. Coming up, we'll see Dak Prescott. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Cowboys and the Saints, and it comes your way next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State and the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0.
And the offense, my goodness, over 50 points in the win last weekend. When you do that, you're not going to lose very many games, maybe not any games.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do the final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Cowboys making their way out behind the NFL's leader in touchdown passes for 2023. In his 9th season now, Dak Prescott.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. The numbers for Zeke from last week. 23 carries, 136 yards.
Well, they set a nice tone in week 1. He's among the leading rushers in the league. I think that they continue to feed him the football and continue to establish the running game so they can get to play action and throw the ball deep later on.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I know I'm an old defender, but I've got to give credit where credit's due. That was smart play calling right there on 3rd and 4. They didn't need to do too much. Just let their guy get out there and sit down in the zone. And they hit him for the completion for the first down.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Elliott. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. Brought down by Willie Gay. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
They've been moving the ball well, but this drive was in danger of stalling out. Fortunately, this is a nice throw here, and they're able to pick up a new set of downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the option, here's Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you get all those big guys down there in one spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Left side to Lamb. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Here's Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. A nifty move on the run, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line down at the 2. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. 4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
And his kick is right there. It's good.
So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
The Saints heading out for the first time, and there's Derek Carr at quarterback in his 11th NFL season now and 2nd in black and gold.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw 1 touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a quick throw out to Wilson. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Play action. Now it's Carr.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 39. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. A give to Kamara running right. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They run it again with Kamara. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
You look at this Cowboy defense.
They were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, do you now decide that I can't throw the ball against this team and try?
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Chris Olave.
His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Saints have answered that early field goal to take a first quarter lead. Well, they said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, You want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Lamb. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also,
there he goes left side. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Tolbert,
His 2nd touchdown on the season.
and the Cowboys have regained the lead.
They scored the most points of anyone on opening weekend, and now first quarter touchdown here.
and while there's no guarantee that all the points they score in opening weekend are going to hold up and be the average all year long, they're certainly starting to set that type of a pace. And what you do with that is you put in the heads of all of your opponents, we've got to really be ready on defense because these guys know how to put the ball in the end zone.
You think they can keep piling on the points like this?
I think they can if they're prepared to adjust and adapt because they won't see the same defenses week in and week out.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their 2nd drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
On play action, it's Carr. Finding Taysom Hill complete. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Carr now to throw.
Olave over the middle.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. (10-7) our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. On play action, now Carr. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack.
Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack.
Here comes the Saints punter now.
Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. $35 that time on the punt, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They played the Browns last week, got the victory in that game, and so far so good as they've got the lead here. Play action now, Prescott. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
He finds his man, complete. That's Ferguson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. On play action, Prescott.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Well, let's be honest about the whole thing. When you're looking for a reliable set of hands on 3rd down, the first thought is often not fullback. But that's who they turn to there, and he does a nice job of securing the football and picking up the 1st down.
A handoff left, Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Tyrann Mathieu showing off a bit on that stop. Really nice tackle for loss.
This defense has really flown around in the 1st half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains.
That one complete to Elliott. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away.
Deep for New Orleans is Rashid Shaheed.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
The Saints again ready to go on offense.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 7.
Trying the left side with Kamara. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Saints 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
Again, it's Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory.
44 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Carr.
That is caught.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Coming left is Kamara.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. A 10th carry for Kamara. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Throwing now is Carr.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Now Carr. To the back of the end zone, but too high. Over everybody and incomplete.
They converted twice on third down that drive already, but couldn't make it a third. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
The kick by Pinheiro is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Pass complete to Tolbert on the crossing route.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Now Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it second down. Prescott yet again.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 34-yard line. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know, as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
Prescott.
Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Prescott now. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Now after the play, oh man, it's Prescott who appears to be shaken up.
Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And it's caught. A nice job to get 11 out of that pass play, but now they face a 3rd and goal.
Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that makes it a 17-10 score.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field.
They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not to any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Short completion, just 4 yards, and that will bring up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6.
Now Carr. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. To throw, it's Carr.
Gets this complete to Shaheed.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Again, they'll throw with Carr.
Slant pass complete to Olave.
And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
To throw is Carr. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Carr going to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Cedric Wilson from 3 yards out.
And the Saints are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. 17-17 the score, all even to this point as the kick's away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Cowboy offense going to head out now late in this first half. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott from the gun.
That's into the hands of Tolbert.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 29-yard line. To throw is Prescott.
The throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have come to halftime here in Dallas with the Cowboys out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin just outside Washington at Commanders Field in Landover. And it's the Giants who are out in front in the second quarter. Devin Singletary accounting for the lone scoring thus far as he's cashed in with a touchdown run. From there, we head down to the Sunshine State to check on the Jaguars at home in Jacksonville. And they've gone to the half in that ball game with the visiting Browns out on top. The Browns trying to gut this one out, as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And that one all even as they play the visiting Bucs. We saw the vet with plenty left, Ezekiel Elliott, putting together a strong first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Saints offense and Derek Carr ready for this next possession. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it's second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 67 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And after the good game last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On play action, it's Carr.
Down the right sideline.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Defense.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, So good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Carr to throw again. And he's got it. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Kamara. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Let's think about this. This stage of the second half, you're taking the chip shot field goal, right?
Boy, I'd love to be on the headset right now between head coach and play caller because you know it's a heavy conversation right here because I'm guaranteed the play caller is like, Coach, I've got this. I've got to play for this one. But the smart play, kick the field goal, take the chip shot, 3 points.
Yeah, tie the game. So they come away from this opening drive of the 3rd quarter with only 3, but it does draw them even.
Yeah, and that has to be job 1, doesn't it? A touchdown definitely would have been nice. We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. The Cowboys offense and Dak Prescott getting ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Outright, he finds Tolbert.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Prescott to throw it.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So this game tied at the half, but we are tied no more. A touchdown there on the opening sequence of this 3rd quarter.
And what a great drive put together by their offensive coordinator. He had a plan, and they executed it almost to perfection, coming right out of the locker room. Now they're feeling good about their chances here in the second half.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And they will take a 7-point lead.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over.
Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now Carr. And this is incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Carr.
That is caught. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Again, it's Carr.
Complete to Olave on the out route.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Kamara up the middle. And some room to maneuver. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
93 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Here's Carr.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick six.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that read. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person just ended up in the end zone with the football. He was the one that answered the bell.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead now up to 14. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
And a pretty slick return there. Almost got it to the 45. Officially, they'll cut him down at the 44. The Saints offense and the veteran Alvin Kamara getting set for this next possession. And you have to imagine this defense saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter.
Now Carr to try again after the pick six. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Shotgun now for Carr. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A big play there. 64 yards.
And the Saints have got it back to within a score.
And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And now Dallas gets set to take the field.
And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Now Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be second down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Prescott now. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big third down play, and they did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here.
Now Carr. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Now Carr. Little short pass here to Hill. And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
Here's 3rd and 6.
Carr now to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Play action, now it's Carr.
Crossing route catch made by Johnson.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's Carr to throw.
He'll find Shaheed out to the right.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Throwing now is Carr. And it'll be intercepted.
Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field, but sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given, and it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again.
Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And that's just an ideal run to start this drive because they're in full ball control mode now. So if you keep ripping off 7, 8, 9 yards of carry, you're going to have a great chance of finishing off this game.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Saints are right back in this football game. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. On play action, now Carr.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives them a new set of downs.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
To throw, it's Carr.
Tries the left side and finds Olave.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Kamara trying the right side. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down.
This carry, despite the extra effort, will be stopped short of the 10. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. The offense on 3rd down, they've been really good, converting 7 of their 10 tries. This is 3rd and 10. To throw is Carr. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
Dallas offense set for this next drive.
They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Play action now, Prescott.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Brandon Cooks with career touchdown number 60.
And the Cowboys are on their way to a 2-0 start.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Carr going to throw.
Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete.
Finding room at midfield.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas 1st down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. If they continue to throw these safe passes, who can blame them?
Well, this offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Off the play fake, Prescott. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Another 18-yard gain. They had 18 on the previous snap as well. Prescott yet again. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Prescott. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Cameron Jordan able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Well, this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Here's Carr. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Carr That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
Now Carr, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. So still over 3 minutes remaining in this game, but boy, not getting that one that hurt.
That's a little bit demoralizing, so they have to be careful about that because still have an opportunity if they can get some things done on defense. But now, since they've taken over on downs, a team with the ball, guess what? Going to 4-minute offense, maybe they can put this thing away.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Inside give to Elliott.
On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 70 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Again, it's Elliott. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down. But don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long.
Now Carr.
He'll get this one up.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head. Yeah,
not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about we're going to address this come practice next week because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help them improve.
And
now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Now Carr.
Over the middle and complete to Shaheed.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Here's Carr to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 2nd down and 3.
Again, it's Carr. Wilson's got it complete. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down. Throwing now is Carr.
The pass caught by Olave.
They find some open field here. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. To throw, it's Carr. And his throw is incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Carr to throw again.
That is caught.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Ced Wilson
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Saints have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Touching. Offense.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the 4th quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is